market update here on the 14th, or should I say Tesla, QQQ, and SPY update. Again, I'm not really looking at the other tech stocks right now because they're all so overextended, and I've been trading Tesla pretty much the whole day. So Tesla is looking to me, if I was betting on what's going to happen here, I would expect this to come back down here to the low 230s. It looks to me like a B wave, but it could keep on going. Could be a diagonal. It just looks like it's a B wave to me. It could just sit up here and then gap up tomorrow, because a lot of people wouldn't be expecting that too. So either going to come back down here and then go up one more time, or it's going to go straight to the gap fill, potentially 246. You can see here it's respecting this trend line pretty well. Hasn't got outside of it yet. And that trend line should tell, are we looking at a third wave? Are we looking at a C wave here? Hard to say right now. If it goes to the gap fill, then I would say it's potentially a third wave. 246 would probably seal the deal for a third wave. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. As far as what can happen after this, it invalidated a 5-wave move. So if it was going to be this is invalidated now. So I'm not looking for a fall off a cliff here for a 5th wave. However, it could be a 2nd wave. It kind of just depends on if you consider this 5 waves right here, which would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then this would be a 2nd wave. If that's the case, then, or it could also be ABC as well. So it could be, this would be for the count that's taking us to like 80 bucks. So if this falls off a cliff to 80 bucks, and you're probably going to see something like that, and then you're going to see a bounce, and you're going to see 80 bucks. And that would just make this the overall C wave right here. So this would be basically like that. So that's possible. If it ends up being an ABC move, that's very possible. It's also possible that we are in a ending diagonal, and this is the start of the move higher. That's going to take us to like 400, basically, or 450. So that would just be looking like probably something like this, pull back, and then we just go to 400. So short term, I had some swing shares I sold already. If it goes to 242, then I'll look for a pullback to get in again. But I was just looking at this short-term move, and it looked like it was going to be a C wave down. And if it comes back down here to the very bottom, low 230s, I'd probably buy again with a tight stop and look for that final move higher. I'm not really playing options right now because it's in a 4th wave, and I don't want to get killed with theta. And I just think it's easier to trade shares right now. So that's what I'm doing. We'll see what happens from here on the daily time frame. I know there's a lot of big scrambled mess here, but the 50-day is up here at 241. So that can be a target. We're above the 20 and we're above the 200-day. So the 20 is still below the 200 though, so keep that in mind. That is still bearish. And the 20 is below the 50, but the 50 is above the 200. So we'll see what happens from here. We're getting to the top of the Bollinger Band as well. So a nice move, but I don't expect it to go that much higher short term. Potentially 260 if we get a 5-wave move, but then we'd probably get a pullback before the next leg higher. So that's kind of why I sold as well. I do have some shares left that I sold some covered calls on, but besides that, I'm pretty much back into cash. So that is Tesla. Let's see if it can break this parallel line or if it's going to come back down here first. On SPY, I'm looking for kind of the same thing as Tesla, a pullback here. It looks like a B wave to me. Of course, this could be a short C wave, and we're already starting the fifth wave higher. But I don't think, I don't know, it might have started the fifth wave higher too. Either way, fifth wave higher now or pull back and then fifth wave higher. Same thing on QQQ. And look at that, just broke right through that supply zone, filled the gap, and also almost all-time highs. No, it's not all-time highs. I think it's actually, no, we were at 400 before. So almost new highs on the year. So I expect the same thing on QQQ. It's either going to go for a fifth wave here, or it is going to pull back and then make a fifth wave tomorrow, and then probably pull back into the end of the week. So I think this move's about finished. I don't know what the narrative is going to be for the pullback. Maybe it's the government shutdown. I don't know. That could be a possibility. But I would think we're going to get a pullback here soon. Again, that's hard to say since it's gone straight from, what are we up now? We're up like 12, 15% in a couple weeks. So it's kind of hard to say, but expect a little bit higher over the next day or so, and then probably a decent sized pullback. So let's look at the dollar, and then let's look at the VIX. So the dollar fell off a cliff. And honestly, this could still be, I said it was going to be a corrective move. This could be a nested move where this was a second wave of the overall third wave, and it actually is looking kind of like that. But we haven't quite gotten outside the parallel line. I'd want to see it below 103.60, and then even go lower than that. Probably go down to like the low between 102 and 103 for a third wave overall. Otherwise, let's just look and see where the 1.61 fib is. So it broke the 1.61 fib too. So now I'm back into the camp that we probably topped out. So that looked like a corrective move, and now it doesn't look like a corrective move to me. So that's really bullish for equities. So yeah, this is probably a wave one then. Wave one, wave two, and this would probably be, let's see here. I want to make sure this is not a diagonal. Could be a diagonal as well. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in a fifth wave. And then we pull back here with the market. That's possible, or it's a nested third wave. If it's a nested third wave, then we're about to keep on going higher because the dollar is going to go way down here. It's going to probably go 103.60. We're probably looking at something around like 100. So remember, the long-term target on the dollar is, for me, is 93. And yeah, it's looking like we are actually starting that C wave down. So just stay bullish. There's no reason to go bearish right here. I know it's really hard because you want to guess the top, but the market is just saying higher and higher and higher. And if it does end up falling, you can get in on a retrace. So that's pretty much all there is to say for now. I'm going to get back to the market, but I wanted to go ahead and do a video. Look for the dollar to probably hit, unless it's a diagonal, hit like low hundreds. And look at Tesla one more time. Okay, Tesla is at 237.25, getting close to the parallel line here. Is it going to break it? Man, this might be a nested move, but it's such a jumbled. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is of this. Yeah, I don't know. This parallel line is very, very good for predicting it's going to pull back. It pulls back every time it gets close. So we'll see if it ends up being a B wave. That's it for now. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And I'll catch you in the video maybe later tonight or tomorrow.